When LeBron James said, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party," he probably didn't expect those words to come back and haunt him. Because now, those very parties are at the center of one of the darkest scandals in the entertainment industry. Federal agents raided Diddy's mansions and uncovered something disturbing: hundreds of hidden recording devices. And rumors are flying that some of those tapes feature LeBron himself. People close to the situation are calling it blackmail. Some say LeBron was scared, others believe he was involved. But what's on those tapes? And why are people in the industry staying so quiet? This isn't just celebrity gossip. This is about control, fear, and secrets so explosive they could destroy careers overnight. Let's break down everything they didn't want you to know. Diddy's parties. Not just parties on the surface, they looked like luxury get-togethers. Mansions in the hills, music booming, A-list guests sipping champagne under the stars. But behind the velvet curtains, insiders say something much darker was going on. Diddy's now infamous parties weren't just about fun, they were allegedly orchestrated setups. According to multiple sources, including industry whistleblowers and former insiders, these gatherings involved high-profile celebrities, exotic entertainment, and, most importantly, cameras hidden in every corner. When the feds raided Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami, they didn't just walk out with laptops and phones. They seized over 250 hidden recording devices, some allegedly installed in bathrooms, bedrooms, and private lounges. Think about that, a full surveillance system secretly running during parties attended by the biggest names in entertainment. People believed they were safe. But Diddy, according to reports, was documenting everything. It wasn't just for memories. Allegedly, these tapes were insurance. Leverage. If a guest stepped out of line, crossed Diddy, or tried to expose him, he had dirt ready to shut them down. That's not speculation. Former friends and insiders, like Gene Deal and Jaguar Wright, have gone on record saying Diddy's entire game was built on control, and blackmail was part of the strategy. Gene Deal even described the scene: wild parties with unsuspecting guests, some in compromised situations, and Diddy allegedly had it all on tape. And that's where LeBron comes in. The alleged tapes and LeBron's involvement. After the raids, whispers started turning into rumors, and rumors into headlines. Multiple sources claimed the seized footage included some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment, and at the top of that list, LeBron James. According to insiders, including outspoken figures like Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal, Diddy didn't just record for fun, he recorded with intent. And if you were a guest at one of his exclusive events, your private moments might not have stayed private for long. Word around Hollywood is that some of these tapes are already being shopped around, offered in secret meetings to industry players, media outlets, and even legal teams. The content? Allegedly intimate, compromising, and damning. Sources close to the investigation say LeBron appeared in more than one of these clips. Not doing anything illegal, but definitely doing things that a married global icon wouldn't want going public. It's not just hearsay. Leaked DMs, alleged testimonies, and even viral internet theories point to one chilling possibility. LeBron was not just a guest, he was a target. And here's where it gets deeper. People say Diddy never liked being vulnerable. He collected leverage on friends, collaborators, even rivals. The minute someone had a reason to speak out, he had footage to shut them up. So when you look at LeBron's silence, his carefully calculated public image, and the fact that he's never addressed any of this, you have to ask, is he staying quiet? Or is he being kept quiet? Because for a man known for dominating the court, off the court, LeBron's looking eerily controlled. And guess who else noticed? Why LeBron stayed quiet. LeBron James has always been calculated. On the court, in business, even in interviews. But when it comes to his relationship with Diddy, one thing stands out: total silence. He's attended parties, posed for photos, even publicly joked about Diddy's legendary nightlife. But now that Diddy's world is unraveling, LeBron is nowhere to be found. No statements, no denials, just silence. And insiders say that silence might not be a coincidence. It might be fear. Sources claim that LeBron wasn't just a bystander at those parties. He was allegedly involved in situations that, if made public, could crack his pristine image in half. One former associate described LeBron as being on edge around Diddy, polite, loyal, and careful never to cross a line. Another said he acted like someone who knew he couldn't walk away clean. The rumors got louder after a bizarre photo made rounds online, one that allegedly showed LeBron dressed in a French maid outfit at one of Diddy's themed events. Now, Whether the image was real or photoshopped is still up for debate. But the fact that so many people believed it, that it went viral so fast, says a lot. The public wanted to believe it because it fit the narrative. A narrative of control, of power, of someone like LeBron, the face of the NBA, possibly being used and silenced by a man who always played by his own twisted rules. And when you look at how fast other celebrities are distancing themselves from Diddy while LeBron remains silent, it makes you wonder, is he protecting himself or is someone else holding the leash? And this next twist might just answer that. If there's one thing the industry does well, it's covering tracks. But sometimes even the biggest stars slip. And when they do, the internet doesn't forget. Months before the Diddy raids hit the headlines, something strange popped up. Leaked DMs from Drake. In the messages, Drake appeared to brag about helping LeBron meet up with his girls without his wife finding out. Now, some brushed it off as locker room talk. But in light of everything that's surfaced since, those messages hit a whole lot different. It's no longer about harmless flirting. It's about a network of secrecy, where even fellow celebrities may have helped keep certain affairs hidden. People close to the situation say LeBron's alleged activities at Diddy's parties weren't just rumors. They were coordinated escapes from his carefully crafted family man image. Drake's messages seem to suggest he played middleman, setting things up, keeping things quiet. But why? Was it loyalty to LeBron or fear of Diddy's reach? One theory that's been circulating. Everyone who benefited from Diddy's world also knew how dangerous it was to cross him. If Drake knew about the tapes, or even helped cover for people who were on them, that makes him part of the circle. A circle built not on trust, but on leverage. And suddenly, all those jokes, those Instagram captions, those party pictures, they feel less like fun and more like damage control. Because if Drake was helping LeBron cover his tracks, how many others were doing the same? And how far did the blackmail really go? One leaked DM is a mistake, a pattern of silence, protection, and privilege. That's a system. And if it's a system, someone's been running it. But maybe we've already heard that warning from someone most people called crazy. When Kanye West goes off on a rant, the world usually laughs first and asks questions later. But in this case, people are starting to wonder if he was trying to tell us something all along. Back in 2022, Kanye dropped a chilling line during a now viral interview. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyoncé, but they can't control me. At the time, most people brushed it off as another episode in his ongoing spiral. But fast forward to Diddy's downfall, and suddenly that quote sounds less like madness and more like a warning. Think about it. Kanye didn't just throw out random names. He pointed directly at the top-tier celebrities who've kept suspiciously quiet while chaos unfolds around them. He didn't say they were involved. He said they were controlled. And now we know Diddy allegedly had the tools to do just that. Blackmail, tapes, leverage, silence. It's not a theory anymore. It's a pattern. And Kanye might have been the only one bold, or unhinged, enough to call it out in real time. And whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny this. Every name Kanye mentioned has now been touched by scandal or suspicion. Jay-Z, connected to Diddy through business deals and longtime affiliations. Beyoncé, silent, always poised but noticeably absent from any commentary. And LeBron, deep in the shadows, never defending, never denying, just existing under the weight of silence. Even Meek Mill threw subtle jabs at Jay-Z on social media, saying the silence from the so-called leaders spoke volumes. So when Kanye said they can control them, maybe he meant exactly what we're now seeing. An elite circle built on access, leverage, and fear. And those who don't play by the rules, they get cut off, labeled crazy, or worse. But not everyone in the industry bowed down to Diddy. One man looked him in the eye and walked away. And his story makes the rest of this look even darker. Katt Williams speaks, refused $50 million. In an industry full of silence and side-eyes, Katt Williams has always been the exception. Loud, unfiltered, unafraid. While others smiled for the cameras and kept secrets behind closed doors, Katt put it all out there. Names, places, and allegations that made headlines, enemies, and even threats. But the story that really made people stop and listen, the one where Katt claims he turned down $50 million, not once, not twice, but 4 times. Why? According to Katt, the money came with strings, and those strings led straight to Diddy. In multiple interviews, Katt has alluded to meetings where he was offered massive deals in exchange for something he described as compromising his manhood. He never gave specifics, but his tone said it all. "They tried me." I said, "Hell no." He's also claimed that those same offers came from people linked directly to Diddy's inner circle. It wasn't just about selling out, it was about participating in something he couldn't unsee, something that allegedly cost him opportunities, deals, and even his safety. In his infamous Club Shay Shay interview, Katt painted the industry as a dark playground where success often comes with a price. And Diddy, he claimed, was one of the main gatekeepers. "You don't get to that level without doing what they want, and I wasn't going to play dress up or get caught on no tape." Katt knew the game, he saw the traps, and instead of playing along, he walked away. It cost him fame, it cost him money, but it also bought him freedom, the kind LeBron, Drake, and others may no longer have. And now that the tapes are allegedly in federal hands, the silence from those still in the game, it's getting louder. But LeBron, he's still not saying a word, and the question isn't just why he won't speak, it's what happens if someone else speaks for him. So, let's take a step back. What started as a few whispered rumors about wild parties has unraveled into something much bigger, something systemic. Diddy's homes raided, tapes seized, names exposed, and somewhere in that tangled mess of surveillance, silence, and secrecy sits LeBron James. The same man who built an empire on image, discipline, and loyalty, now allegedly caught in the crossfire of blackmail, hidden cameras, and underground deals. Maybe he didn't know, maybe he got caught up, maybe he thought nothing would ever come to light, but now the spotlight's on, and the silence is deafening. If even a fraction of these rumors are true, we're looking at one of the biggest cover-ups in modern entertainment. Not just about Diddy, but about the system that enabled him. How many stars have stayed silent out of fear? How many careers were bought with leverage and buried with blackmail? And if these tapes ever go public, it won't just be Diddy's downfall, it'll be a collapse that shakes the entire industry, from hip-hop to Hollywood to the NBA. So the real question isn't whether LeBron is guilty, it's whether the truth is about to catch up with him, and everyone else who thought those secrets would stay buried. What do you think really happened behind those closed doors? Was LeBron just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or was he part of something deeper? Drop your thoughts in the comments. No filters, just facts. And if you want more stories the mainstream won't touch, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because what's coming next might be even wilder than this. Stay sharp, stay questioning. And remember, in this game, silence usually means someone has something to hide.